Okay. Short-sighted. Vladimir needs some upgrades and repairs to the eye. Several members of Constellation are on their way to help. Oh. Wise to take off, not to get into the chair. Feeling good, dude. Make me some delicious. I love peppers in food. Broccoli's pretty bomb. It's that SpongeBob meme where he's like very intense. I love peppers and food. Sorry, I'm just popping my bees in front of my microphone like an idiot. I don't know, I just feel very good. What is... Yes! What do you mean? I'm only on this console. The fuck?
Aha! The eye is always open to Constellation.
I'm not gonna freaking rocket boost forward this time. No. There we are. Let's get our dock on. So who's all here? Sam, Andraja, and Sarah. Check in with everyone.
Greetings, Captain.
Sadly, they don't count you as one of them. So it's probably just the people who are companions, so Barrett will also most likely be here. Yep.
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Help Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? If you could just give my ingenious software a test run. Just hit the computer over there. I need to be watching on my end.
Has this been here the whole time? Test connection. Unexpected error. It wasn't me.
That, was supposed to happen, I think.
Did you fry it? Oh, it's broken now. Barrett.
I'd have to check with Vlad on this one.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. The brain's long gone. Forgetfulness. You color the wrong wires. Station showing red.
Well, how bad is it?
Bad.
There's some kind of problem with the repairs Barrett and I made. We'll share the responsibility, even though it was Barrett.
Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is going to take more than a span.
Knew I should have fixed that faulty code when we worked on it the first time, Vlad. My past comes back to me once again. I can stick around until it's sorted.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the sorts, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time.
But... What? That was it? I didn't check in with everyone. I only talked to one person.
I'm listening. I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process.
So you've never encountered anything like them before?
Of course not. No one has. If an encounter with this level of importance had occurred in the past, I assure you that Constellation would be well acquainted with it.
Okay. You seem to be pretty shaken up about the whole thing.
Yes, I suppose I am. But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them.
You think they'd be willing to teach us?
The way they behaved, I'd say that's not very likely. If we are to learn anything from the Starborn, we're going to have to take the initiative ourselves.
So, Steel. Sound like you admire them.
Oh, I do. More than you'll ever know. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What aren't they telling us?
Well, I'm hoping we can come to some sort of understanding with them.
I feel exactly the same way. But it certainly sounded like they weren't willing to work with us at all. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions.
I think they're time travelers. They're clearly some type of alien life form.
Obviously. But there has to be more to these beings than simply originating from another world. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery.
If you had to guess, why do you think they call themselves Starborn?
I'm not really sure. Scientifically speaking, we're all born from the stars. Most of the chemical components of our body, carbon, oxygen, sulfur, are exactly the same as those manufactured by internal stellar reactions. Now, ask someone like Matteo the same question, and he'd probably give a more theological answer. But hey, it's all a guessing game anyway.
Well, we should make every effort to learn about these beings. Learn,
Exactly.
not steal.
We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn more about the Starborn and their connection to the artifacts.
I'll be there to help every step of the way.
Thank you. I really appreciate your support right now. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say.
What are you expecting to learn?
Truthfully, I haven't the slightest idea. But just the thought that any of the secrets of the universe could be revealed from the Starborn is terribly exciting.
Flirt, I have a few things I'd love to whisper in your ear right now.
Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place for that sort of talk. This is definitely not one of them. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time. Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation.
Okay. Since for some reason
Yeah, what is it?
this quest was one thing long, what was the point? It said talk to everyone, and then after one conversation, it ended. All
I
right.
don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
What do you?
Late at night in dive bars, sometimes the old-timers share stories about things they've seen that they just couldn't explain. Ghost stories, if you will. I've heard of things like the Starbone before. But they're real. Honest to God real.
Universe is vast. It's arrogant to think we've seen it all.
But you carry on for centuries of exploration, and you can fool yourself into thinking you got it all figured out. Clearly we don't. So the obvious question is, what the hell are they? Everyone's gonna be thinking aliens, but maybe not. Their ships were incredible, but they still felt like ships. They had engines, weapons, I think I even made out a grav drive. If they were really alien, I would just expect it to be more alien, you know? I mean, it could be some secret Freestar Varun or UC tech, but I don't know.
But do you really think one of the factions could have technology like that?
I mean, anything's possible. But if someone, anyone, had that much of an edge on the others, the whole balance of power would shift, right? It'd be one hell of a conspiracy to keep it quiet. An even greater amount of restraint to keep it in your back pocket.
Well, they weren't totally like I've killed two, so they weren't completely alien. But I don't want to go the whole angels route.
Exactly. I'm gonna throw out another wild stab in the dark theory. Maybe they're from outside our known systems. Here's the hypothetical. Centuries ago, some brainiac scientists decide to play settler. But they go way, way beyond any place we've ever been to set up stakes. Once they get there, they make a few lucky breakthroughs, and their science just snowballs from there. I could see them getting further, faster, and hence become the Starborn.
That certainly sounds possible. And that could be it, Sam.
If I got it right, then you owe me a steak dinner. One way or the other, we are not alone. And that's... that's both exciting and terrifying.
Okay.
Books?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Need a little more to go on here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us.
Oh, I can give her... I thought I was just going to give her books. What sort of books are you into?
I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way.
Plenty of books on the computer.
Not the same. I like smelling the pages, the feel of it. Computer screens are just blech.
You'd save me, my friend here, all of us, a lot of grief, financial and emotional, if you just read them on a computer, Gumdrop.
Dad? Fine. You know, reading computers for hours gives me a headache. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese.
I was going to give her the 50 caps or credits. Veggie? No. Good old plain cheese? No. I like meat. Whatever's handy.
Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
So I can't give her books.
Hello.
Or money. Did I lock myself out of that option? That kind of sucks. Hope you're not too worried about the Starborn.
Worried? No, I think it's fascinating. I know they maybe seem scary at first, but what if it's just a threat display? You know, how lots of species will puff themselves up or show off their teeth and growl? To scare off anything they don't like.
Well, I was getting a drink. I thought you were going to keep talking. You think it's just for show? I mean, they literally tried to kill me 3 times.
I don't know. I'm just a kid. I just thought maybe we shouldn't assume the worst.
They actually succeeded once because I was jumping and they jumped with me, which I didn't know they were going to do. Makes for a bad first impression.
Yeah, but all sorts of people say my dad makes a bad impression, and he gets by just fine. Sure sounds like we haven't seen the last of them, so I guess we'll see what happens.
You were also on the ship when they killed us. I just remembered that.
Yeah, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad.
Indonesia?
Did you need something? Hello? Is something amiss?
You won't join my party?
What did you need?
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this quest. It was really nothing. Where did Barrett go? Did he leave? Nope.
I have to talk about the Starborn. Do you have a second? You do, right?
What did you think about?
It was awesome.
Well, I wanted to talk about it too.
Right? How could we not talk about it for the rest of our lives? It could be the dawn of a new era of humanity. Or it could be an elaborate prank or any number of mundane explanations.
Time travelers for sure. It's definitely aliens. Super advanced ship from a faction? No, it's I don't think they're time travelers, so aliens is the most likely.
Well, they were definitely unusual, but aliens seem so inhuman, obviously. I just have so many questions. We just need more data. There has to be a way to draw them out and figure out where they're coming from.
I'm sure they'll be happy to do an interview next time.
We're going to need a way to find them again, or lure them. This could be a turning point for humanity, you know? Or it could be just the emergence of a powerful new faction, or some sort of elite military tech, or a gazillionaire with nothing else to do. All we know is that they wanted that artifact badly.
Oh, I can flirt with you too. Does it matter why they wanted it?
It's possible we've misinterpreted their actions, or that they were under duress. We should remain cautious with them, but I think we should leave the door open to communication.
Well, flirt. All I know is that I want you badly. Wow, he's very different when he flirts with Sarah, my character, I mean.
First of all, nice. Secondly, I think we ought to focus on, you know, this potential milestone for our entire species. But, I am pretty bad at multitasking, so we'll have to return to the first item later. And who knows? Maybe we'll never see them again.
Okay, so I can flirt with Barrett.
Anything I can help you with, Captain? Yes?
Nothing new.
See you later.
I don't have an option to flirt with Sam, and I'm guessing that's because I'm male. And seeing as he has a kid, he could be just programmed to be heterosexual. Whereas Barrett seems to be bi. Sarah, as far as I can tell, is hetero. And Andreja.
Hello there.
Yes?
Did I flirt with Andreja? I think I did. So there was ammo on this table that I never picked up because I didn't realize it was ammo. So I'm taking it now. And then I guess I'm done?
Hello.
Because I've talked to all of them. All that's left is Vlad, and we're going to get a new quest from Vlad, so. That was it. That was short-sighted. It was a short quest.